one meal could cost more than an entire army's pay for months. Lucius Licinius Lucullus, a Roman general and senator, mastered extravagance. His military prowess came first. He spent 9 years campaigning in the east. He fought Mithridates VI, king of Pontus, for years. His soldiers respected him. The Roman Senate grew weary. He returned to Rome in around 66 BCE after long campaigns. He brought back immense wealth and new plants. Cherries were one thing he introduced to Italy. But his real fame came from his dining. His wealth was almost unbelievable. He owned a vast estate. The Lucullan gardens on the Pincian Hill were legendary. They featured exotic plants and elaborate structures. He built massive fish ponds. These held rare, expensive fish. Some say he had an artificial canal dug for miles. It brought seawater inland. This ensured his fish were fresh. Dinners at his home became famous. They were called Lucullan feasts. Imagine a single banquet. It involved multiple dining rooms. Each room had different themes. He once hosted dinner for himself alone. His steward was scolded for preparing a simple meal. Lucullus said, "Tonight Lucullus dines with Lucullus." He expected the best, even for one guest. That one meal cost an estimated 50,000 denarii. That's a huge sum, enough to feed an army of thousands for days. The food itself was extraordinary. Rare birds from faraway lands, spices from the east, shellfish gathered from distant seas. Wine flowed freely. Some wines were aged for decades. His guests included famous figures. Cicero and Pompey ate there. They often marveled at the sheer scale. Lucullus used his riches to display power. He wanted to show his status. He was a man who truly understood luxury. He redefined it for Rome. His life showed stark contrast. From a brutal battlefield commander to the most refined host Rome had ever seen. His legacy lives on in the phrase Lucullan feast. It means a lavish and sumptuous meal. He died around 57 BCE. His impact on Roman culture was lasting. He gave Rome a taste of unparalleled opulence. His name still brings to mind extreme wealth and fine dining. He invested heavily in his properties. He built grand villas. His libraries were extensive and open to scholars. This was part of his cultivated image. He was not merely rich, he was a patron of culture. He imported statues and artwork too. His impact spread far beyond his kitchen. He showed Rome what true luxury could be and how it could be savored. His name embodies over-the-top spending, a living legend of Roman excess. His passion for expensive food shaped a whole era. One single feast could easily cost a general's entire annual salary. Lucius Licinius Lucullus set Rome's standard for extravagance. His Lucullan gardens were truly legendary. They spanned vast sections of Rome's Pincian Hill. These grounds were not just beautiful, they were an epic testament to his immense personal wealth. He invested millions in their complex design. The gardens featured enormous terraced levels. They gave sweeping views across the city. He built artificial islands. These floated on huge man-made lakes. Exotic trees came from across the Roman world. Imagine citrus trees from distant lands. He planted them all in Rome. Some trees cost more than an average Roman house. Hundreds of rare birds roamed freely. Peacocks showed their plumes to guests. These birds heightened the grandeur. His famous fish ponds were truly unbelievable. They were not simple pools. They were vast aquatic systems. Many stretched for miles inland. These engineering marvels brought fresh seawater to his estate. Thousands of slaves toiled for years on these projects. They ensured his fish were always fresh. These special fish graced his dinner table. They were not for mere showing. He insisted on fish caught that very day. This guaranteed peak flavor. The financial outlay was staggering. Maintaining these lavish gardens demanded a small army of staff. Over 1,000 gardeners worked daily. Hundreds more served inside his grand villas. His estates operated like tiny self-sufficient cities. They produced their own fine wines. They milled their own superior grain. This scale of personal wealth was utterly unprecedented. He owned multiple opulent villas. Each was a masterpiece of Roman architectural skill. His villa at Tusculum displayed immense libraries. These libraries housed thousands of ancient scrolls. They were openly accessible to scholars. This showed his intellectual side. He was not solely focused on food. He possessed a deep passion for Greek culture. He actively supported philosophers and artists. He was a true patron of the arts. His influence went far beyond his dining rooms. His feasts were the constant talk of Rome. Everyone yearned for an invitation. A single dinner might present 20 complex courses. Each course was more elaborate than the last. He pioneered novel cooking techniques. He introduced many new exotic ingredients. The humble cherry fruit is often credited to his travels. He brought it back from Pontus. He fundamentally transformed Roman culinary standards. His banquets were a theatrical performance. Every dish was a work of art. He spent what seemed like millions on ingredients annually. His personal fortune was estimated in tens of millions of sesterces. This incredible money came from his military campaigns. His campaigns in the East yielded vast treasures. He conquered dozens of cities. He acquired unimaginable riches through war. He then used this immense wealth for peace. For his personal pleasure, for public display, his name Lucullus became synonymous with luxury. It still means lavishness today. For centuries after his death, his name evoked extreme indulgence. The phrase Lucullan feast permanently entered common language. It described a meal of unparalleled grandeur. He died a remarkably wealthy man. His death came around 57 BCE. His lasting impact on Roman society was utterly profound. He established a new standard for luxurious living, a standard few could ever rival. His life showed stark contrasts, from a formidable military general to the supreme connoisseur Rome had ever seen. He unveiled to Rome the heights of decadence. He left a cultural legacy of unrivaled opulence. His name remains a powerful symbol of excessive wealth and the ultimate pursuit of refined pleasures. He truly taught Rome how to live extravagantly. He showed them all how to spend money big. His influence on Roman dining was permanent. He shifted focus to quality and to sourcing rare ingredients. He demanded only the best, no matter cost. His opulent example inspired others and frustrated many rivals. His story is one of extreme power and truly extreme wealth. Imagine a single dinner costing a nation's entire yearly budget. Lucius Licinius Lucullus set this insane benchmark for Roman extravagance. His name became an adjective for luxury. The phrase Lucullan feast entered common language permanently. It meant a meal of unparalleled grandeur. This expression endured for centuries. People spoke of his banquets with awe. His lifestyle influenced Roman elites. Many tried to mimic his opulence. Few came close to his scale. He spent millions of sesterces annually just on food. His gardens alone needed hundreds of workers. More than 1,000 servants operated his estates. He truly showed Rome how to live with extreme grandeur. His villas housed art collections worth fortunes. These private museums held thousands of rare Greek sculptures. His libraries contained thousands of ancient scrolls. These were openly accessible to scholars. This intellectual side is often overlooked. His legacy was not solely gluttony. It was also refined taste. He introduced new plants like the cherry fruit. From Pontus, he brought this novelty. It slightly changed Roman agriculture. He fundamentally transformed Roman dining standards. He proved that immense wealth could buy ultimate pleasure. His example was widely admired and deeply resented. Some considered his lavish spending vulgar. Others saw him as a cultural icon. He truly shaped Roman perception of wealth and taste. He taught them about true indulgence. His influence reached across decades. Even generations after him, people still discussed his feasts. His legend grew into something mythical. Stories told of banquets hosting hundreds of guests. Each guest enjoyed multiple elaborate courses. 20 courses were common for his dinners. He had specific fish ponds that brought fresh seawater miles inland. This ensured perfectly fresh fish. The engineering cost was truly astronomical. He paid top price for every single rare ingredient. This created a massive demand for exotic goods. His staggering wealth came from his military campaigns. He amassed tens of millions of sesterces from conquests. He acquired unimaginable riches through war. He then used that immense money to forge a unique legacy, a legacy of unrivaled luxury and cultural impact. He died an incredibly rich man around 57 BCE. His impact on Roman society was profound. He left a lasting mark on their ideas of luxury. He set a standard that very few could ever match. His name still represents lavishness today. He was a formidable general, a respected scholar, and the ultimate host, a man of many contradictions and truly extreme expenditures. He taught Rome how to spend without limits and how to eat with unparalleled style. He left an indelible mark. His influence remains.